What's up, everybody? It's Mike Watson, one half of the good, the bad, and the nerdy, publisher of Short Fuse Media, founder of Freestyle Comics, the super mad brother, and the most enthusiastic person in comics, here live for another episode of Dear Creative. And what's up, everybody? It's been a little bit, been a while. Had a lot of conventions and events going on, getting slammed, doing all that work while doing stuff for Short Fuse and Freestyle Comics. Just a lot. So, I'm just gonna dig in, kind of just see where we're at today. So today I started the internship has started at Freestyle Comics. We have our first intern. Tony's in the building right now. Say hi, Tony.
Hello.
She's over here doing some work, showing her Photoshop work and getting her accustomed to social media and stuff for Freestyle Comics. Hopefully we'll be getting in soon with CCAD and trying to snatch up some more interns. Had to send an email out about that one. So now I know we should always plan ahead, and it's always best to do things early. But sometimes I can't do things early, or I'm doing too many things at once to be able to do anything early. And so what happened? I knew November 1st was the deadline to sign up for the table for the career day for CCAD. And I was like, well, I'll just get on the first. And came home ready to get the table. And apparently there was a 5 o'clock deadline. I missed it by 2 hours. So I emailed them. Hopefully they get my email and see I only missed it by a couple of hours. And they maybe let me in. I hope they do. Chances are I probably blew it and dropped the ball. And I'm going to miss out this year. And that's on me. That's on nobody else but me. So, but even though I think they'll say, no, you missed the deadline, it's too late, closed mouths don't get fed. And at least send an email to see if there is a chance is always still a good thing. Daniel Caliban says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Daniel. So, and that's actually, it's going to hurt a bit too. I'll be taking a big L on that one. Because for the last 4 years, I've used the internship program to help get stuff done at FSK during the winter and spring season. We have a lot of activity on Freestyle Comics that is ran and handled by the internship class. The thing with the internship is that CCAD just started maybe the second year of the comic book class, or comic books being a major at their school. And so they're diving in deep with comic books, and comic books, making a living in comic books, existing in comic books. It's a lot. And I want to share my experience with the interns. There's things that CCAD still hasn't done yet or know that they should be doing on the outside of making comic books. And you wouldn't know this unless you were living a full-fledged life as a comic book creative trying to make comic books and survive out here. So I use that as, and Beth, what's up? How you doing, hon? I use that as an opportunity to pass off my experience and my knowledge in making comic books while helping them get out here and doing stuff and see what it takes, see what it's like from the social media aspect, from the presentation, being able to talk, conventions, panels, going out to schools and speaking on it, actually making the comic books, the craft and time that goes into that, and all that good stuff. So at the internship, you get a wide range. The community events that we do at FSK to strengthen our presence and within the community. Just it's a lot of stuff. Simple things as talking at your table. One of my key triggers that was like, man, I need to do this, was I was at a comic book convention, and there was a group of college kids who had awesome work on their table. Fantastic work. And I walked past this table, eyeing it off my peripheral like 10 times. No one said anything to me. And that was because they were down like this. They were drawing. They had no convention table presence at all. And finally, so like on my 11th go round, I stopped at the table and I looked at the stuff and I was like, who did this? And the person was like, oh, I did. And oh, okay, this is really good. What about this? And another person was like, I did. And then I was like, oh, well, this stuff is good too. Who did this? And another person, so on and so forth. And I looked at them and was like, man, this is fantastic work. So my question is, when were you guys gonna say something to me? What are you talking about? I walked past the table 10 times looking at y'all's table, and y'all didn't say anything. You didn't say hi. You didn't say hello. You didn't say what's up. You didn't try to pull me over to look at your table or see what you guys got. Nothing. You sat there and you were just drawing. You can't do that at a comic book convention. Um, and I understand we get commissions and stuff at conventions, and it's another outlet, it's another way for us to make money and stuff. I get that, but you got to manage that, you got to balance that. And I talked to him for a good 20-30 minutes about conventions and working them and what you should be doing and what you should not be doing and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I need to do what up, Andy. I was like, man, I need to join in and like see if I can get an internship going for everybody and just passing off the stuff because all of it's not getting covered. And eventually, I assume it's fresh, it's brand new. So they're not going to get everything right off the bat. They're going to they're going to learn, and they're like, hey, we need to include this. We need to include that. Oh, we may not need that so much, but we need more of this. And I'm sure it's going to happen. But I feel like I've done a lot of stuff in success and failure with making comic books, and I talk a lot about the failures and the successes. Well, the failures just as much as the successes when it comes to making comic books. So, plus, let's make it some work done. Let's get some experience, and we have a great time. We have fun, especially when we do the events and stuff. So so hopefully I did not mess up that much, and that's what and honestly that's what Dear Creative is about. Dear Creative is about the mess ups just as much as the things I do good. And Mike dropped the ball this time, so hopefully I get that fixed and everything will be good. And we'll get a few more bodies in here because we had some very good students working with us in the internship program and making things happen and whatnot for it, and got a lot of good artwork, got a lot of good work out of it, got some very good experiences out of it. So it's definitely what I want to go for and keep doing or whatnot. Now, the last show I did was actually last thing we did was Call of Duty Modern Warfare release party. That party went great. That was one of our best parties. I mean, actually, let's pull up some key photos here. What's up? You got a question?
I'm just listening.
So this event was the first time that we actually had a concert. All right, I'm not playing. It's for real. It went down. We had Gabrielle Solange and we had Absolute in the building. Absolute had the bars. Gabrielle had the singing, and we had DJ Cool Breeze bringing the music and the sounds on the turntables. It was awesome. I just, I had so much fun just with that, right? Because it's like, who does that? Where is that happening at? That's something memorable that people are gonna be like, man, did you see that GameStop event? Man, that was so cool. And like, so how does that come about? How do we make that happen? Huh? All right. So first off, if you didn't know, I put on the video game release parties for GameStop. Been doing it for a while, and bringing in other people and family and brothers, friends, things like that. Vantage In-House has become a longtime sponsor of the show. Short Fuse Media has become a sponsor of the show. The Todd Files has become a sponsor of it. Comic Town has become a sponsor of it. Ren McKenzie has become a sponsor of it. Tessa Wiseman's a new sponsor of it or whatnot. So every time we do these events, I get these sponsors together and we get a prize. We get prizes together. We give away. The whole point of the event is that we have a large sum of people in one spot for video games, and we try to get them indoctrinated with our stuff. So how did this happen? How did you get this to happen? I shop at GameStop a lot. I buy video games. I like them. So the manager who was there, I asked him like, hey man, what do you think if we for your midnight release, we did a party? Like a full-fledged event. Like we bring out artists, we bring out people, we hang out, we do trivia and stuff like that, and give people something to do to hang out at the store instead of just waiting in line. He was like, man, that's what's up. That sounds like a great idea. And so we did the first one or whatnot, and everything went good. It was great. Then we did another one, and another one, and another one. And it got to the point to where GameStop just pretty much lets us do whatever we want at the storefront because it looks good for them. It's brought them a lot of customers. There was one day we helped them break the record for walk-in sales in the whole district of Ohio. No one had more walk-in sales that day outside of the GameStop in Riddlesburg, and that was partly because we were there. We had a food truck out there, we had cosplayers out there, we had artists out there, just all types of stuff. Pretty much a mini comic book convention at a video game store, and they have just gotten bigger in scale with the more that we do. Now this one, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, what we have learned about doing this event, they're hit and miss, and it really depends on the video game. Each video game has its own type of fan base, and every fan base is different. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare fan base, they just want their game and they want to go. Now, we will have some of them stay and hang out with us and party with us. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that twisted. We do. But for the most part, those guys and gals are coming in, get their ticket punched, and they'll come back at 9 o'clock for the game. But we get a nice bundle of them to actually stay, to hang out with us and do trivia and stuff. Spider-Man, bam, we got like all of them to stay. Spider-Man's a comic book game. We have comic book artwork. We have comic books and things like that. So that fan base really spoke to us. Star Wars, got all of them to stay. We had Star Wars cosplayers. We had photos there, all types of cool stuff. Video game tournament, and Spider-Man, Star Wars, Mortal Kombat. I didn't know what Mortal Kombat would be, because Mortal Kombat does have a video comic book. But we got a large number of them to stay. We've done Madden, but the Madden fan base, in and out. They just want to get their game. We got a few of them to stay and hang out with us and do trivia and stuff. So they're hit and miss. And chances are we know how to plan for that. So for the games we feel like where the fan base is more of the fan base is going to stay, we go big. For Modern Warfare, we went big just because of how many people they had on reservation for it, and we got a good number of people to stay behind. And I think we got a good number of people to stay behind because of what we offered entertainment wise and the trivia and stuff that we had. Plus, we always give out a free copy of the game. Every single time we give out a free copy of the game. So basically, if you have bought the game but you win it, you go up there with your receipt, you get your money back, and you walk out of here with a free copy of the game. It's that simple. But for this one, I'm real good friends with Absolute. Absolute, I've been working with him for a long time, actually, and he did a couple songs for me for Freestyle Comics. He read the books, did some music for it. I've done some artwork for him, and we've just kind of been doing collaborations back and forth for a while. So I can go in his inbox and say, hey, you want to perform a couple of your songs there? Can you perform the FSK song you did? And you can perform a couple of other songs that you have off of your album and stuff. So it is a give and take thing, like, because I don't have any money to pay him to come out there, so he's really doing this as a favor for me. So I need to let him promote his stuff at the event, because I'm trying to build that bond with the whole community. I want people to acknowledge him because he is a creative. He is somebody here making music. Absolute is always down. He always comes out and helps out, man. So, but I've been working with him for a while. So he came out, performed 3 songs. He did his thing. Then Gabrielle Solange, who I met actually earlier this year through a teaching thing I did for one of the schools. And I walked in and she was working with students, and she had her Mac out and she was working on iMovie, and they were editing this video they were making. And I was like, oh, shoot, that's me. That's what I do. And we talked it up, and she sings, she performs, she does a lot of cool stuff. She's very deep in with helping out kids and fostering that community and giving them good vibes and stuff. So I asked her if she wanted to be a part of it, and we basically came to terms, and she said she would. Again, I wanted to give her an opportunity to be out there, but I thought it would be good entertainment because I've listened to her music. She's a really good singer, so getting her involved in that kind of just like really raised the value. Having Absolute and her in there raised the value of it, because now we're doing musical performances. DJ Cool Breeze, that's my cousin. He has DJ'd at a few different events for us or whatnot beforehand. So as long as his schedule is free, he's a big supporter of what we do. And as long as his schedule is free and he's at the time, he comes out and brings us the music, and that's always awesome. Food truck, we've had several different food trucks. Tasty Good has been the most popular one that we had, so we were able to get Tasty Good back for the venue. And they, as long as, again, I've been able to get a lot of food trucks out there, and it all depends on if their schedule's free. If their schedule's free, they're going to come. Especially when we're talking about the numbers that we've had show up to get food. Excuse me. So Then so that's the music, and then of course I hit up my sponsors. The people that have supported us the most, they always get first digs. So if they got the time and stuff, they're the first invites. And then I always try to look out and try to get someone, one or two new sponsors involved in the community. I want to keep it in the Columbus, Ohio area. Columbus, and I spread out to other Ohio areas. It becomes a tough sell to ask somebody to drive a couple hours, like from Cleveland or something, for a one night event. That's going to be over at like 10:30. But I have had people do it. So basically, I guess what I'm saying here is just open up your mouth and speak to people. Ask them. Worst they're going to say is no, at worst, right? So we got all those people in there, man. Got the flyers made. Got them the flyers super early. Got the event page made. And so it's a community event. So it can't just be a party. All right, yeah, it's a party. It's a get together, right? But how are we going to get this to work in our advantage? The whole goal is to let the community know that we exist, that we're here. So I don't have them with me. No. So I put each one of my sponsors on a QR code, and on that QR code, I hide it in the store. So the way you get the game is if we pull your raffle ticket. Once we pull your raffle ticket, you win the game. But you need raffle tickets, right? So you automatically get a raffle ticket for reserving the game, just for reserving the game. Then if you do anything that we have there, trivia, contest, or anything, you get raffle tickets for that. Now the scavenger hunt, which is the QR codes, are laid throughout the whole store. This year or this time, instead of just hiding them in the store, I decided to put them with the actual people, and that seemed like common sense. Like, man, maybe you should have been doing that from the beginning. But for whatever reason, it didn't click with me till after doing 10 of these damn video game shows. So I gave Gabrielle hers, so she wore hers. I gave Absolute his. I put Tasty Goods theirs. Ren McKenzie and Tessa had theirs at their table. So this way, they had to go out, instead of finding them and clicking on them, they had to go find and communicate with the actual person. They had to go talk to the person who it was. And that's how you start building a relationship. That's how you start talking to people. And then they had to go look at what you do. They had to see what you do, besides just getting a like on a Facebook page. So that's what the QR code would do. You would scan it, and it would give you a like on their Facebook page. So instead of just doing that, that's an add-on. This time they had to go out and talk to the people. Talk to the people, meet who it is. Because then, besides just giving us a blind like to get a raffle ticket, maybe they're like, oh, no, I actually really like this person. Sean Mack is a huge advocate of this. People will buy from you before they buy your actual product, especially when no one knows who you are or have not heard of your product. If you come off as a very genuine, honest person who is enjoyable and people want to see you succeed and they're like, oh my God, that person's really cool, I want to help them get places, they will buy from you. And the trick is that once they buy from you is that you actually have something good. So that's the double bonus on top of that. So employing those same efforts with the QR code and helping them build out a fan base. Because again, at this core, that's what this event's for. So we did all that. Then we did Kahoot. Yes, we did Kahoot trivia, and that went super well. That went way better than our other trivia events. A lot of people enjoyed that. We did our Nerf gun contest like we normally do. But overall, the concert, the singing, all that stuff was incredible. It was good stuff. So I don't think we're going to get to do another video game event this year. We're going to be looking at more games next year. Again, we always do like the big games, they get it or not. But I will be, where is it at? Where's it go? I just had it. Dude, this is what happens when I get unorganized. So I want to announce where I'm going, because we already did it on the Freestyle Comic page, courtesy of our intern, Tony, who just did that. So I want to announce it here on Dear Creative. Let me get my screen up. You know I like my screens. You know I like sharing all my screens and stuff. There we go. All right, so November 22nd through the 24th, we will be at GalaxyCon. Yes, GalaxyCon, Louisville. Here we come. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. We're going to be in the building at GalaxyCon. I've heard so many good things about this show. I am super excited. So we're going to be at GalaxyCon, and I'm going to be doing panels. I'm going to be doing it all, man. Panels and everything. I just don't know which ones I'm doing yet. So obviously I will announce those as time gets closer or whatnot. But going to Louisville, cannot wait. It's going to be a great time. And this is what we call a new market. New market. That means I've never sold comic books in Louisville before. That is correct. I have not been to a comic book convention in Louisville. So those are hundreds upon hundreds of people who have not seen any of these books. That means I'm taking a stack of #1 issues. All of them. #1 issues are going to be going out like Tic Tacs and candy corn. No, candy corn is not good. Candy corn is not good. So Skittles. They're going to be going out like Skittles. I'm going to be handing them out like Skittles, all right? So what I do for a new show, I'm hoping I can get my banners in time for the new show. Oh, God, I hope I can. So we'll see. We'll see. But so for the new show, I'm going to go in with more #1s than I normally do. I normally carry about 25 to 30 #1s with me, but we're probably going to be talking about 40 to 50 on Vigilance and Hotshot and 20 on Heroes, Emerald Quest, and Cypher. So that'll probably be the numbers that I roll with to GalaxyCon. And I'm talking about shucking and jiving these books. I'm trying to sell water to penguins, or whatever the phrase is, whatever it is. That's how hard I'm going to be hustling at GalaxyCon, because this is an opportunity. This is a new opportunity to put my foot in a whole new show. I've been to several comic book conventions, so a lot of people know me. They've seen me, and they know kind of what to expect. And like, hey, let's bring Michael back. But this is a brand new comic book convention, so my goal is to get on their good favor. Like, I want people talking about FSK and what we're doing, and then I'm like, oh wow, that Mike Watson's really bringing the thunder, man. He's got a lot of people at his table. A lot of people are talking about him, like talking about what they're doing there and all that stuff like that. Like, look at all the panels. Just making a good impression, for them. So I am going to actually figure out what I can do promotional wise outside of the normal stuff to help booster and bring more people there. But if you're going to be in Louisville, come see your boy, because I'm going to be there. All right? Live and in person, as the most enthusiastic person ever, selling these comic books. That's what I do. And that's what I will be doing all day, every day. All right? So, there's that. I'm hoping to get one more comic book convention in before the end of the year. I want to get one more show in before the end of the year. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Let me check these. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Because I think I might be. I know Facebook, I normally don't see the comments. So let me just check that. I'm getting ready to bang out of here, because I have tons of work to do. I got a crap load of commissions that I'm working on, and still working on books. Oh, there's my computer. My computer moves slow when I'm doing more than one thing on it. You finished all those?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go to the next folder, which I think is Disney. All right. Hold on. Oh, I think my computer I just think that Safari window just froze. Yeah, the Safari window just froze. Let's check the phone. That's what I actually should have did to begin with. Oh, yep, we got comments. All right, Cheryl Williams, what's up? Mason, what's up? From what I heard, CD's comic program isn't run by artists; it's run by English majors. You know what, Mason? If you're still watching, yeah, that's what I heard. The story, the focus, and I could be incorrect, but the focus is really on the writing aspect of it. And Cheryl Williams says she can attest to the enthusiasm big time. Yeah, I was out. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Yeah. So if you've been following me for a while, I do this game called Epic 21, a game of epic numbers. And it's gone through several different phases and things like that. But every once in a while, somebody at the school will bring me out to teach that game. And Cheryl Williams brought me out to Toledo to teach it to her classes. I talked to 4 classes, and they all got to make their own card. They all got a free deck with a dice. Showed them how to play it, showed them how to make their card, and that was super, super, super fun. I had a great time doing that. And it was awesome because Fridays are normally my open day because I go to that's the day I travel, so I will travel out to conventions on that day or Thursday night. So that was great. Had a good time. Got to get some Waffle House on the way home, and hit the comic book shop. Got to walk around the comic shop for a little bit afterwards, and that was always good. And I can't advocate enough for wherever you read your comic books or where you get your comic books from, whether it be indie comics or mainstream comics or both. Get comics, man. You have to get comics. You need that constant reimbursement of creativity to come into your system because I have just been reading the recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle run, and it is fantastic. It is the run of the turtles that I have been waiting for, that I've been needing, that I've been asking for. So screw that dang cartoon that's out right now. It is. There's so much going on, and I don't want to spoil it, but I would definitely read that run of comics. Uh-oh. Jen's trying to roll to GalaxyCon. Jen's a member of the FSK team. She is one of our convention support people. She comes out, she takes pictures, she helps us run the table, she hands out tickets, and she gets people to come to the table. So she's a great effort. She's a great person to have, so it will be great to have her out there. And thank you, Jen. I need to hit up our cosplayers to see if cosplayers will be able to go with us as well. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been amazing. The X-Men books have been fantastic. So glad the X-Men books are good again. I'm confused as to a lot of stuff, but the story is great. They're written real well, and I'm afraid the X-Men are being written as very polite villains. Like what would a villain be if they didn't have a whole lot of animosity towards a person, and like their goal wasn't to kill people, and their goal was to not take over the world, just like exist and not be bothered. That is what the X-Men are. Professor X sounds like the smoothest talking villain in the world right now. And I'm a little worried for when push comes to shove, when the Avengers have to step in. Because the way the X-Men are stacked, there's no way in the world the Avengers can beat them. I don't know of another team or heroes that would be able to stop the X-Men. So that's my concern. The things that happen in the X-Men universe are so dope. They've had a lot of good stories, but then these stories don't affect the whole X-Men universe. Like you don't get a full ramification effect. It's not a full sweep over. Like when the Avengers sagas happen, the Avengers sagas affect all the books, right? So I'm hoping that they don't do this time. Like let's not just do this for a year and make the X-Men all extra dope, then change the program. Because there's a lot of thought. Hickman has put a lot of thought into what's happening with the X-Men right now. The artwork, the story, like I'm on. And it's helped me. Plus my own indie addiction, and seeing my friends' stuff as well. That stuff is pouring into me, and it's been pouring into this iPad that I've been drawing on. So all I'm saying is, wherever you get your inspiration and stuff, get it, and keep it regular. Keep it regular. So Toledo, the video game event announced that we're gonna be there. I think that's pretty much all I have right now. So shoot. So I'm gonna log off here because again, tons of work to do, tons of things I need to make happen, and keep it going. As always, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as Art of Mike Watson. Go to our website, shortfusemediagroup.com, to check out all the books and wares that we have there, because we have some awesome stuff there. You can also follow Freestyle Comics as FS Comics on Twitter, Instagram, and Freestyle Comics on Facebook. Actually, why am I saying all that when I have this whole thing called branding, and it's right there? Let's see. Oh, there you go. Now you can see the FS Comics, the Freestyle Comics, the Art of Mike Watson. Go ahead and get all that. Short Fuse Media, shortfusemediagroup.com. And tune in and check us out for The Good, the Bad, and Nerdy. We'll be coming back this week. We were going to do an episode today, but Katie May doesn't feel good, and that makes me sad. So I hope she feels better. But we'll be back this week. I want everybody to have a good time, enjoy themselves. Andy, good luck at Akron Comic Con. And this is Mike Watson. As always, stay epic.